Sahanavatu Sanovanatu Sahavirim Karavavahe Jasinaditamastu Mahavidyashavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, please read verse number 2, then go on to verse number 4. Na kadachit jagat yasmin tattvajna hanta khidyati yata ekena tenedam purnam brahmanda mandalam. Yastu bhogeshu bhukteshu navavat adivasita abhukteshu nirakankshi tadrusho bhavadurlavah bubukshuriha sansare mumukshurapi drishyate bhogamoksha nirakankshi viralohi mahasaya. These are amazing verses which you have been seeing. Please see that. The declaration, something astounding declaration, where the ASHTAVAKRA says, the one who is aware of himself, knows this reality, such a person, kadachit na khidyati, kutrachit na khidyati, never ever at any time or in any place the person feels dejected, disappointed, frustrated, miserable at any time or any place. This is a statement which you must see very, very clearly in yourself. It is not some type of an inspirational, exotic destination or declaration, but something, a possibility, a reality, a possibility in everybody, a reality in everybody too. Every person must see that. In your life at any time, are you going through these ups and downs, or you remain absolutely undisturbed, restful, still center, where there is nothing ever can touch you in spite of everything happening around you, like the eye of a cyclone. Tremendous movement in the periphery, tremendous movement, brings in tons and tons of water, the cloud bursting, the trees are ravaged, the whole landscape inundated, yet the center of the eye of the storm remains absolutely calm and restful. That is what the person sees it in himself. Every moment the person is totally aware of himself, in spite of the physical body disintegrating every moment, in spite of the mind continuously changing, in spite of the people around, thousands, millions of them continuously changing, the whole creation continuously changing. What happens is, how is it possible? Please listen, how is it possible? This morning I was thinking, because it's so beautiful, can't get out of this particular thing, because it describes ourselves so clearly. It describes the person very clearly. The core of our being, who we are, the understanding of our own nature, and then expressing ourselves through a mind which is continuously changing, living with a body which is continuously aging, changing, disintegrating, also living in a creation which is continuously changing. Yet I remain absolutely changeless. In this, two words came to my mind. It is simply beautiful. I'll share with you. Element of surprise and element of wonderment. Listen, these words, it's beautiful. I'll share it with you. Element of surprise and element of wonderment as to why this person never gets affected. That is because he is abiding in himself. He knows his nature as to who is he. If you don't understand yourself, listen, somebody was very nicely, I think long back somebody told, he was a United Nations secretary, the Dag Hammarskjöld, in our childhood, sometime long back, those who are, if you are interested, those days, United Nations secretary, he told a very good statement. The day you say, if somebody says, the God is dead, it does not mean the God dies, but something dies in you. When you say, this flower doesn't exist, it doesn't mean the flower disappears. The knowledge in you never shall take place. Understand? When you dismiss something, please, when you dismiss something, it does not mean that something is negated, that something is dismissed. You completely lose that possibility of knowing that reality and knowing that something anymore, because you have already dismissed it even before knowing it. Same thing if a person dismisses happiness, not possible. Freedom, not possible. Always happy, and that is not possible. The moment you dismiss that possibility, you shall never see that reality, because you don't even think about it. This is something which already always one's own self. So when a person is thus always happy with himself, he is not surprised by anything anymore in life. That is why there is no kheda. Kheda means when the disappointment comes, think, when the disappointment comes, the disappointing statement is this: I never thought this road will be so bad, disappointment. I never thought this chili will be so hot. I never thought the food will be so bad. I never thought the person will be such a crook. I never thought this shopkeeper will take me for such a fantastic ride. You understand? These are the statements. How many such statements you can give? Millions. I never thought, what? What shall you say? Anything you can say. I never thought the ocean will be so choppy. I never thought there will be so much of traffic. Life is continuous. What happens? Disappointment, disappointment, disappointment. Why? Because you are expecting something. When the wisdom means recognizing, seeing things as they are. As they are. Listen carefully. As they are. If you continuously see things as they are, what is the disappointment? Disappointment is, that is how it was, and now it is. Therefore disappointment. You understand the point? Are you getting that point, please? I am disappointed with my body. Why? 20 years back, whoa. 30 years back, I could climb the mountain. 30 years back, I could run down 20 kilometers. Now look at this body, this leg cheated me. Oh, I thought my son when he was growing up, my daughter when I was growing up, so cute, so loving, so bubbly. I never thought this bubbly baby will be such a scoundrel to throw me out of the house when I am 72. Just think of it. Always, please, always there is a sort of this moment of surprise, because always there is a comparison. It was something, now it is something. But suppose you take it as it is, as it is. As it is, that is how it should be, right? See, this flower was in the garden. Morning when you go there, oh, such fragrance around the tree, hundreds of flowers, fragrance, fragrance, fragrance. Now somebody picked it up. Okay, so now it is as it is, beautiful. Then you keep it. You come in the evening, each petal should have fallen off. The Shivalinga here inside, this is Nagalingam flower, no, this Nagalingam would have fallen off. Everything would have disintegrated. Oh, I am surprised. I never thought it would be. When you say you never thought it will be like this, what does it mean? You are ignorant of the future condition of the present flower. When somebody says, I never thought it will be like this, what does it mean? At this moment you are ignorant of the future condition of the present object. I never thought my body will be like this, I never thought I'll lose my tooth. I never thought I'll lose my hair. I never thought my skin will do. Think. I never thought my son will behave like this. I never thought my brother or sister, something somewhere. I never thought. That is why this knowledge makes you so realistic. It tells you the nature of everything as it is. The physical body is something which is in a potential state in the father and the mother. One day it will be born, jayate. Then vardhate, it will go on growing. When it is growing, metamorphosis, puberty will set in. Then after, it is something apakshiyate, it will start decaying. Then it will be old, and one day it will die. So, when you are old, you cannot say, I never expected this will happen. And there are possibility of any number of diseases traveling your body, because they are inherent potential. Anything can come up. Kidney trouble can come up. Stomach problem can come up. Knee joint pain can come up. Are you getting that point, please? So everything you are aware. Therefore, there is no question of you are being surprised in life. Element of surprise goes away. That is why you are not khidyati, you are never disappointed. Element of surprise. So far the man has been so nice. Now suddenly the person behaves in a particular way. Then what happens? You start looking at it. Oh, I never thought. You didn't see the possibility. The possibility is there everywhere, anything, it can change. Or why only negative thinking, talking? It was growing like this and it will be, I was very young, then at one time it is going to die and all that stuff. Think, friends, must think it very, very clearly. You can also say, the person was suffering from cancer, almost like in a fatal condition, terminal cancer. Suddenly cured, gone, no trace of cancer. What a surprise. That possibility is also there, no? That possibility also is there. Any time, think of it, any time, that possibility is there, that until now the person was diseased, now suddenly he is cured. Or the person was living in a small little house, one day he gets a jackpot, and now he is living in a big house. Never thought this fellow was cooking in somebody's house. Never thought the fellow was working in the garden. Never thought this fellow was begging around, will be living in such a style. That possibility is there or not? Are you getting that point? Every time in life, these type of surprises can come up. But it is no more a surprise for the wise man. The element of surprise goes away. Why? He is aware of infinity, totally aware of this fact. There are infinity possibilities and any possibility can manifest at any time. Are you getting that point? Any possibility can manifest. Somebody is behaving so nicely, suddenly starts behaving atrociously. I didn't see that. Everything was going smooth, suddenly income tax raid. Everything is going smooth, business collapses. Everything is going smooth, terrorist attack. Yes, all these possibilities are there. Please tell me, friends, what is the distance between possibilities of death in life? What is the distance? How far are you from death at any time? How far? There where you are sitting down alive and smiling, exactly same point you can droop dead. You understand? Drop dead, droop dead, whatever way you can say that. You can drop dead, droop dead. Anything can happen to you. Any moment, please see that very, very clearly. Anything can happen. There is no distance. What is the distance between walking on the road and being in the jail? How far? You just give a push to somebody, immediately out. Same spot. Like there was a Buddhist monk and then he was going somewhere and there is a samurai, the Japanese warrior. He asked him, "Sir, is there something called heaven in this world? Is something called heaven? Is there a heaven and hell? Is there really something hell?" Then he says, "You are a bloke." The Buddhist monk tells to the big-made samurai, "You are a bloke. You will never understand these things. You don't talk nonsense to samurai. Huh? They are on the warriors of honor. And you tell him, you call him a bloke, and say he will not understand." He reddened, face red, body trembling. He, cut hold of his big, long sword and just drawing it to chop him up. Then the monk smiled and says, "Here opens the gateway to the hell." Now the person suddenly so the person had a purpose. While talking about the hell, he had a purpose to tell me that this is hell. So he immediately felt bad and he pushed it back. He says, "Here opens the gateway to heaven." The same person, one moment is so angry, next moment is so peaceful. So the anger and peaceful, both possibilities are there in you, right? So when the subordinate person gets suddenly angry, what do you say? "I never thought it will be like that." You never thought because you are not aware of the possibilities. If the person is behaving in a particular way, fine. Now he is suddenly angry, okay. That there is another person. One who was always angry, always short-tempered. Now after a few years you meet him, he is so quiet, so kind, so conscious, so restful. What do you say? "I never thought this fellow can change so much, Understand? Your mind, you are no more surprised by the thoughts that it pours. When do you enjoy this? When you being with yourself who you are, it is an eternal wonderment. That is why your sense of being surprised stops, but your sense of wonderment continues. Wonderment. You see the sunrise, wow. Sunset, wow. Beautiful sky, wonderful. Cloudy sky, wonderful. Wonderment, infinity possibilities. Your sense of wonderment continues. Are you getting that? It is amazing. Your sense of wonderment, nobody snatches away. Nobody prevents. But your sense of being surprised goes away. Why? Because you had expected. You knew it. What do you mean I knew it? All the possibilities. You know all the possibilities. Even if I am not seeing a possibilities, that possibilities I did not see. So I am no more surprised. Are you getting that point? That is why you never feel disappointed in life. Understand this point very, very clearly. Because many people go through a tremendous sense of disappointment, frustration. Tremendous sense of disappointment and frustration. And that is exactly Khidyati, always grieving. Yes, I know I am the absolute, but body is like this. I am the absolute, but you don't understand the nature of the body, nature of the mind. Or, I am wonderful, I am happiness, but look at this world. What's your problem? Do something about it if you can. Miserable about it? No. Do something about it. I hope, you can see that many people, very cheap compassion. What is cheap compassion? Looking at a little dog somewhere, or looking at somebody starving there. Ayo, Pava, or give some food. Do something if you can. Feeling kind is excellent, but doing some type of kindness is meaningful. Feeling kind, who cannot feel? Are you getting that point? Feeling kind, feeling sympathetic, who cannot feel? But doing something about it. Understand? Surprise. That element of being surprised completely stops. That is why the person has never been surprised, never disappointed, but the sense of wonderment always continues. Wow, such possibilities. What ranges, what range of emotions, what range of changes in this universe. Wow. You know, this morning I was walking. Many mornings, same stars I have seen every day, same constellations I see every day, same Jupiter also saw every day, you know, that Venus early morning, like a moon now, so big. You know, I was walking, I was thinking, even now, when I look up, it's so difficult to grasp that this tiny twinkle twinkle little star are a million times bigger than this earth and as rough and tough. Like the stones, or these, or gas and light and all these things, this tiny little twinkle twinkle thing, are they really such a massive body of solid matters or solid gas or solid light? Difficult. Because it's so nicely hanging from the space. Hanging from the space. As though it's a, it's like a dome in which these little bit things are pasted. Or a child's imagination. So difficult to believe that this little something has got concrete, this or the gas or this or that. So difficult. Or this little Venus or the Mars, solid earth, solid rock, red rock. So difficult to believe. But this is the wonderment. What a fantastic creation. That is why the person always revels, because the sense of wonderment doesn't go away. But the disappointment goes away because the sense of being surprised ceases to be. You are no more surprised. If somebody comes and tells, I saw this river was in like, my God, it was, never have seen, it was only 1 foot water. Today it was breaking the, inundating the banks. Possibility is there. I never thought the heat will be so much, cold will be so much. Yes, possibilities are there. Never surprised. Heat from a person, coldness from a person. Please appreciate, friends, what else affects you? The rudeness of a person, the coldness of somebody's coldness towards you, or the warmth towards you, or you are surprised by your own conditions of your own physical body, mind, and you are feeling disappointed. The sense of disappointment goes on. Are you looking at that point, please? A sense of disappointment, or opposed to it, sense of achievement. Oh, I go do this. What is a big deal? At one time it was not there. At one time it may not be there. Okay, you did something, fine. Sukhe dukhe same krutva. There shall be situations which shall be very comforting. There shall also be situations which are very discomforting. There shall be situations which are absolutely conducive. There shall be situations which may not be as conducive as you think. But in both the cases, na khidyati, never disappointed, we are never surprised. Yet the sense of wonderment, what possibilities are there in this universe, you revel in yourself. That is how a teacher, a person who is a wise one, always in that mode of, as I told you the other day, uninduced state of intoxication. Uninduced. People are intoxicated, induced by drugs, induced by alcohol, induced by some sense pleasure, induced by riches, power, position, tremendous excitement. But because it's induced excitement, when the object is taken away, the drugs are withdrawn, alcohol taken away, it's like keeping somebody artificially alive. When somebody is artificially alive, how much you enjoy? Artificially alive. What do you say? What do you tell your doctors? Please switch it off. Because artificially, are you getting that? Artificially alive means what? It means nothing. He's alive, he's alive, he's breathing. But there is no activity. Artificially kept alive. You haven't kept alive. Artificially alive. Artificial happiness. induced. Induced state of happiness. Induced state. Artificially what? Okay, give it a laddu, see a smile. Take the laddu. Give little money. No money. Give a diamond. No diamond. Do the namaskar and a massage. Oh. Don't give him that. Neglect it. Every person is, most people are getting their friends, most people are living an artificial life because life support. Induced state of inspiration, induced state of excitement, induced. There is a reason for something. You take it away, life finished completely. Whereas the person who knows himself, like ASHTAVAKRA says, how such a person? Tattvagyaha na kadachit. The wise one who knows himself, at no time, no place, there is any sense of disappointment, but the sense of wonderment continues. The person is a rolling, laughing, celebrating individual. Rolling, laughing doesn't mean, hey, not talking about that. Your mind is in smiles. My teacher was always telling that, smiling mind. The mind is in eternal smile. There is a perpetual smile inside. That smile can be expressed as a huge laughter, a little smile, or even few tears. It doesn't make any difference. But smiling, you are inside. Always in smiles. And such a teach, one day the story goes, somebody has written some interesting thing. A person, like such a person who was living life, always laughing, joking, anytime you are around, everybody will be laughing. Everybody will be smiling. Hilarious talks, hilarious everything. Anybody talks about anything else, some problem also comes up, he will laughingly resolve it. So much of laughter around, so much of joy around, so much of confidence around. But there will be always some very, very religious, solemn people, very solemn people, very strict and serious, where this smiling is a crime, laughter is a what? Disgrace. Any type of celebration or joy is something, a total no, denial. There's nothing should happen because he's a very serious person. So he comes and tells to these other people are laughing. When everybody is laughing and you are not laughing, so naturally you need some companion, no? With whom you can say, that fellow is a, what type of waste? He tells, he's a clown. So he told to a person who was also laughing around, he said, what makes you laugh? He's a clown. He said, you don't understand, you will never understand. Do you understand the difference between a clown and a wise man? So what are you talking about? A clown makes you laugh at him. The wise one makes you laugh at yourself. Understand? A clown, a circus clown, he invokes laughter in you because he is behaving so stupid that you laugh at him. How can you, that small ones, the circus clowns, he cannot walk, he will fall down. Everything clumsy. He wants to ride a horse, but the horse will ride on him. He wants to ride a cycle, but the cycle will fall on him. So naturally, the behavior is so clumsy. The behavior is so clumsy. Everybody laughs at him. That is a clown who makes everybody laugh at him. The wise man makes you laugh at yourself. How can I be so stupid? This morning somebody phoned me up and he said, Swamiji, I am seeing people, the more we are inconvenienced, they are more happy, The more we are inconvenienced, the other person feels everybody has a story like that, no? Suppose your family going down the drain, your neighbor will be feeling excellent, very nice. You don't like your brother, suppose something happens to your brother, what will you say? Good. So other people's discomfort makes you very happy. So I said, that's good. That is why if you are a wise person, he told me, how does the wise man takes that way? I say, very simple. Wise man say, whatever discomforts come, I welcome. Because at least that makes some more people happier. No? The people are miserable. If my being inconvenienced and my being uncomfortable makes some people happy, I welcome every discomfort, every inconvenience. Why? At least makes some people happy. No? That doesn't make me unhappy. But if that can make somebody happy, why not? You understand that you must see it very clear. When a wise person, please, laughing around, is not a person, please understand, he is not. It is not insensitivity to the world. He is not laughing at somebody. Even he is laughing at himself, his own body, his own mind. How beautiful it is. Why? Because that element of wonderment continues. Always. Wow, what all possibilities. And every moment, understand, every moment, you do not stick to the last moment. That is the most beautiful part of this living. You do not stick to the last moment, because if there is a hangover of the past, your face also will have a hangover. Why is some people's face permanently eclipsed? Because the shadow of the past does not leave the moon of the face. The shadow of the past lingers. What did she say? Why did she say that? Why did he do that? Why could she say that? How can he say that? How can this business collapse? How can my brother say like that? Oh, 20 years back my brother did. Permanently eclipsed. Who is that? Ask them to go somewhere and talk. Yeah, just think. See that point, huh? Please. The hangover of the past. Even the present is beautiful, the person doesn't enjoy. Look, the sun doesn't stop rising because you are miserable, right or wrong? The spring does not get delayed because your brother is dead. The mango blossoms do not stop blossoming because you have got your leg broken by the accident. The king died, therefore winter has taken leave. Has it ever happened? The creation is continuously being beautiful. In this beautiful, ever-changing, ever-present universe, we are living in the past. Therefore, it doesn't matter, night has gone, day has come, it is another day. But it's not another day, for it is yesterday today. Day for yesterday today. Some people last year today, 10 years back today. It depends how capable you are to drag your past back, because the past never cooperated with you to come back with you. Past gone forever in the womb of the past. It's not poetry. Please. It's not poetry. It's a fact. Unless you hold on to it, drag it, can the past linger? Can the past linger? However much I may shout, until you see it, your eclipse doesn't go away. That is why perhaps there is, if at all you can say, a disappointment. You are disappointed that the infinity is still behaving finite. A happy disappointment. Because infinity you are, therefore there is no hopelessness. But earlier you can grasp it, You can make your life better. All right, if you don't make your life better, what can somebody do? It's like the disappointment of a mother. She has helped you to grow, but you are not grown up. Purpose is not correct. Understand? See that, friends. And that is why, since you are miserable, you want to find misery everywhere. So that you feel comfortable, or you make other people more miserable, you are become comfortable. For a miserable person, there are two ways to be happy. Two ways to be happy means not to be happy. For a miserable person, there are two ways to forget his misery. One is find similar misery everywhere, or misery is everywhere, or make somebody more miserable so that you feel less miserable. That is the only way this fellow can be forget his misery. In a happy person, one is happy with himself. No need to remove something or add something. You are happy with yourself being who you are. Totally happy with yourself for who you are. Or else if you have these little ideas completely stuck in your head, think completely stuck in your head, you're living with the past, your whole judgment will be colored and jaundiced. Because you are not being the clear sky, you are not being with yourself who you are, but you are living at the thought level. Therefore your judgments will be horrible. I was reading a magazine where a religious preacher, he is a good, good person who has written so many books. He has quoted a book, so he has quoted very sort of nicely. He said, look at how the perception changes. If I tell the story as it is, I don't like it. We have to I'll name it XYZ, okay? XYZ, so that if you name the name of the religion and all that, it is very disgusting. So there are two people working. They are followers of belief X, okay? They are followers of belief X. They are working near that holy place. Just few meters away from the holy place, there is a place of ill repute, like red light area, whatever it is. So as they are working, this group of people from X faith working, they discover the priest of the Y group has gone into that house of ill repute, call it whatever, goes to that house. He said, look, yes, what else? Fellows are rascals. After some time, another person who is also a celebrated person in another faith called Y or Z, she goes in. That person goes in. Yes, what else can you expect? It's like that. After some time, their own faith, the head of their own faith goes in. Then he says, look at this. There must be something. Some sister must have, some sister there must have fallen sick. Because he is going to give help him out. So if others go, they are all criminals. If your faith people go, they are going to help it out. Like your son does it, Mullah was asked. Somebody asked Mullah, what will I do? If a child kills a cat, what should I do? You have to give a golden cat to Mullah. Then your son has killed a cat. Now the fellow tells Mullah, your son has killed a cat now. Oh, that's a different thing. Let's just bury it. If his son kills it, bury it. If other person's son kills it, a golden cat must be given. Do you understand why people suffer in life? It's all because we don't understand the nature of things as they are. As they are, everything is beautiful. Your comparison comes as they were and as they are, or what they are, what they shall be, what they were, what they shall be. Nothing wrong, friends. Things will change in spite of us. But in all these, all that was, is and shall be, in and through these three things, there is one timeless presence, consciousness called self, that you are. Who you are is such a wonder, invisible, everywhere available. No limbs, immense power. Apanipadoyam achintya shakti. No hands, no legs, immense power. Pashyami achakshu. No eyes, sees everything. Shrunomi akarnaha. No ears, listens everything. Sarvata panipadam, the legs everywhere, hands everywhere. At once in and through everything. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat abhyakta murtina. Maya abhyakta murtina, by my unmanifest form, the consciousness that I am. Idam sarvam jagat tatam, the whole universe is pervaded. In fact, what universe? Only one thing is existing. Masthani sarvabhutani, all the beings are existing in me. Nachaham tasavastita, yet I am not in them. The water can say, all the waves are existing in me, yet I am not in them, because they are not there. These type of statements stuns the intellect of the average thinker. One who makes a logical presentation, this, that. Where the logic fails, everything disappears. You see yourself as you are. Think, friends. You think for yourself. The sense of wonderment doesn't go away because masthani sarvabhutani nachahamtu. Nacha masthani bhutani. Yet none of these things are existing in me. Hey Arjuna, pashyame yogam aishwaryam yogam pashya. See this Ishwarasya yoga. This is the yoga of the Ishvara. In a sense, the vibhuti, the glory of the infinity. Where everything is, yet nothing exists. That is why you stop judgment. Which one shall you judge as small or big? Infinite content. This flower is flower. This is Nagalingam. This was a lily. Now it is a mala, garland. This is yet another flower. Which one is better? This one or this one? No, Swamiji, I think this one is better. All right. You have only this flower all over. Every other tree goes away. Will it be beautiful? Ha! Think. I like idli, you know. Oh. So every day idli. How many days? There is a king. And the king loves Vandaka. Vandaka, na? Lady's finger. The king loves lady's finger. So every day, lunch, lady's finger, lady's finger. Then, Mula was invited. It is not Mula story. It can be added up to anything. This is a story local. Biraval and this and that, all this. Anyway, just think of it, anybody. You just tell one name and move through it. Get the message. Doesn't matter who said to whom. Okay? So the king was there. Then he said, oh, he was served this lunch or dinner. The court jester who entertains king continuously, he has also asked to join. So the king, oh, this, the king said, this Vandaka, this lady's finger, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Then he said, how is the thing? I said, Maharaj, fantastic, fantastic. And this is the best vegetable, brain food. Vandaka, lady's finger, brain food, circulates blood. This is Amrit, lengthens your life. The king ate more, he was eating. After 5, 6, 7 days, the king got so tired. And he said, take this devil out of my sight. Bring something. What do you think? He asked the court jester. He said, yes, take this devil out of my sight. He also told him, take this devil out of my sight. The king was surprised. What do you mean devil? I said devil, so you should devil. Yes, Maharaj. He said, devil? He is useless. Vegetable. Take it out of my sight. He said, how can you? Yesterday you were praising it is brain food, it is like this. He said, Maharaj, I am your servant. I am not the servant of the vegetable. Judgments are jaundiced. I am not talking to you really, it's not a joke. You mean to say High Court, Supreme Court, juries, everywhere around the world they are giving fantastic judgments? Are the judgments according to the laws framed by the Constitution, written by people who have their own judgments. That is why in one country's criminal is other country's free person. What you need is just amend the Constitution. You see, what is that? The two Italian sellers, you saw the latest incident, two Italian sellers, they killed the, that's what everybody says, I have not seen it, so I have no business to say, report. They killed it, and the court case was going on. They went to Italy, didn't want to come back. Okay, so there is a big spat, diplomatic spat, and they send him back. But with the condition, they should not be killed. But the law says, if a person shoots him in that way, whatever the Navy, maritime laws, he must be punished. Reduce things, he must be hanged. So what did they do? So they don't want to hang them, so they change the charges. So suddenly somebody is free. You put 100,000 rupees as the taxable income. So anybody above that was feeling he was dodging tax. You make it 1 million, suddenly everybody is feeling wonderful. Make it 2 million, fantastic. Tax free, everybody is wonderful. So by the same law, thousands of people have been judged as the one who dodged the tax because they did not pay above 100,000 rupees. Now people with millions, they are not taxed. Why? Because the laws have changed. Imagine, did these other people commit a mistake then? What is your judgment, sir? How many people are punished? Change the people, help the people with themselves, not make them condemned to a law, to an expectation. In America now, some 4 or 5 million people are going to be, or 400 and 500,000 or million people are going to be regularized, meaning previously they were all illegal immigrants. Now with one sweep, everybody is illegal. Now what happens? So suppose you have deported some people before that. What is their case now? If they could have dodged and stayed there, they would have been lawyers, legal people. Mullah was asked, what is fate? I am surprised these things coming. I didn't plan that things to talk. Nothing planned. Let's look at the verse. We'll go into that. Please think, friend, this is amazing. Mullah was asked, what is fate? He says, fate is a series of consequential or continuous events. He said, I didn't understand. Explain to me. He said, okay. So they were walking on the street, then they saw a person is going there to be beheaded for the punishment. Whatever is going to be hanged for the punishment. Then he said, look, this is fate. He said, what is this fate? Somebody might have given him a silver, because of which he could purchase a knife. That person is not caught. When he did it, he could not have been found. Therefore, he would have escaped. That also is fate. When he was going to do it, some people could have prevented him. Nobody was there to prevent him. Therefore, that is their fate, and now this is this man's fate. So what is fate now? Anything could have been possible, no? Just think friends, an amazing statement. You have violated traffic rule 20 times a day. There was no policeman around. Another day, just one time you cross, you are jumping the light, you are caught. What happens? I'm just telling that therefore violate the laws. It's not like that. Now in India, to drive on left side is right. Going on the right side is wrong. If you go right, you are wrong. If you go left, you are right. Okay? If on the left side, you are right. Now suppose the law changes. Or you go to the America. Indian law in your mind, you go to America. You drive according to the Indian law. What will happen? Either you are dead or you are punished. Either of the way it will happen. Because it's not universal. No human laws have been universal. Please friends, I am not telling you, no human law is universal, including religious laws. Because in one religion, drinking is okay, smoking is okay, your holiness doesn't go away. There was an IIT director, he wrote a very interesting note. I don't know whether he's there or not, Mr. Professor Inderson. Very nicely he wrote about this, talking about the holiness. There is a Pope. He can eat all the best meat, best cut, best drink, best smoke. His holiness is not affected. You go to a mullah, cannot drink. If he drinks, everybody will eat him. He can eat meat, but in a particular way. Pig, that pork, no. Dogs, even breeding, no. But he can eat meat. His holiness is not affected. Then he says, Shankaracharya. Forget drinking, forget meat. If you take water from a bottle in which there was maybe some whiskey at one time, then he has to bathe again. In a sense, forget now popes and mullahs and even this and Shankaracharya or XYZ, whatever it is, forget all this. Think, who decides what is holiness? And according to their interpretations, the laws have been given. Blasphemy. What is blasphemy? You say this book is bad, you are finished. You say that person is bad, you are finished. In another country, it doesn't matter, you can't talk about the book or the person and anything, but that's nothing matters. Free. Now which one is right? Tell me, sir, which one is right? You are born and brought up in a country where you have absolutely no such inhibitions. You go to the other country, by mistake, by your habit, you told something about that person. Finished you are, dead. You talk something about the book, you are dead and punished. When that person comes and reverentially hold on to your book, everybody shall laugh at him. Why are you holding on to that book? What is that book is so precious? Truth is precious, not the book. What do you do? Please, friends, look at yourself. Are you judging yourself with the notions that was given to us, that we picked up in time? And who you are should not be a notion, but a knowledge, understanding, awakening, being with yourself who you are. Anything that you have, if you take yourself to be, that shall be a notion. So do you have a notional identity or a real being, sense of being? That is why you don't come to scripture to be a devotee of the scripture, to be follower of a principle, to be follower of a guru, to be follower of a master, a follower of a believer. or a follower of a belief, but you come to be yourself. And that is ASHTAVAKRA Gita. Amazing. Takes away everything. Takes away everything. Anything that you want to hold on to, it takes the wind out of your sail. You hold on to it, he says, son, don't be disappointed. What all you are holding on to shall disappear. What a warning. Think, what a beautiful, call it warning or a foresight. Whatever you are holding on to shall disappear. Finding strength with your body, body shall be finding strength in your position, position shall be there, you will not be there to adore that position, adorn that position. Relying on people, they may change. Understand, friends, please. Your beliefs, somebody can challenge. Who you are is not a belief. Who you are is the truth around which beliefs are created. You understand? Speculations on the reality, speculations on God creates many types of beliefs. You have picked up so many identities for yourself according to something, in relation to, that is a relative identity, in relation to father, son, country, citizen, riches, rich, belief, believer, disbelief, non-believer. All these are roles. In relation to something, you have picked up million relative identities. And you do not come to the scripture, ASHTAVAKRA Gita, or the Vedas, Upanishads, to pick up yet another identity. Until now, I was following the history book, or mathematics book, communism book, or this some type of book. Now I am following this book. Previously I was following that religious book, now I am following this religious book. By changing what you follow, you don't change. By changing your place of search, does your search end? By changing the place of your search, the mode of your search, does your search come to an end? The seeker continues. The place of seeking is changing. You understand? The seeker continues. Please, don't be a seeker. Be the sought, yourself, who you are. That is what the attempt of the Vedas, Upanishads. Vedo nirvedo bhavati. Amazing. Veda nirveda bhavati. The Vedas becomes nirveda. Where there is no Vedas. Vedas says, I am useless, I am redundant. Use me, see the reality of yourself. I don't produce the reality. No guru produces the reality. Guru naiva shishya. You don't have to dump the guru. You dump yourself, guru is dumped. Other day you saw that. Haro yadi upadeshtate, hari kamal jopiva. The Brahma himself can be your teacher. Shiva himself can be your teacher. Vishnu himself can be your teacher. Yet, tathapi natava swastham. Still, you shall not abide in yourself sarvam vismaranatrute until the teachers are forgotten, teaching is forgotten. So, the person feels inspired. I begin with forgetting the teacher and the teaching. You cannot, as long as you are there, you shall be looking for a teacher. You are looking for a solution, looking for a faith, looking for something to hold on. Oh, I don't look for a guru, I don't look for these things. You are looking for security, sir. It doesn't matter you are looking for security in your money, on your position, on your job, on your mother, your wife, your husband, your father, on a faith, on a personalized God or a personalized leader. It doesn't matter. You are looking for security. And that long, whatever you are to hold on to, you cannot drop it, because if you drop it, you shall be insecure. If you drop yourself, all that you are holding on to automatically drops out, because they never came to your life uninvited. Do you understand, friends? A teacher doesn't come to your life uninvited. The scriptures do not come to your life uninvited. Yes, they come uninvited if you are 5-year-old, 10-year-old. But as you are growing up in life, how many thoughts you have discarded? My mom said, before going to exams, you must do little namaskar and go. I don't believe in that anymore. I study my book, I write the exams. I first class, I don't care. So, if your mom has told, when you study, you become successful, and then you'll have a happy life, why are you holding on to that? Has it made you happy? Have you been successful in your career? Yes. Does it make you happy? Never thought. Like a person was holding a placard in the road and walking down. X is the answer. Sometimes people do that, you understand? X is the answer. I don't want to name it. Religious people, they'll give that, whatever. X is the answer. This book is the answer. Some people are perhaps paid for that. Some people have nothing else to do that. They hold into that, they'll get some free food. A person who was, smart, perceptive person, he said, what is the question? What is the question? You said, this is the answer. What is the question? Huh? I never thought. Then what answer you are holding on to? Vedas are the answer. What is the question? What is the question? Question yourself. When you find the answer in yourself, yes, that is Vedas. It helps you to know who you are. But suppose you say, this is the answer, I follow it and become the follower of that, have a very good answer. Now your answer will be questioned. There was a fellow who was giving ridiculous answers, He said, question answer session. It's so ridiculous. I remember it from 30, 40 years back, almost 30, 35 years back in Bharata Vidya Bhavan, there was a discussion. I happened to be there also. One gentleman was coming. He is a real, Mahadeva. He was talking something. You are supposed to talk for 15 minutes. He went on. It's 25 minutes, half an hour. Everybody is pulling him also, he doesn't stop. Then at one time he got so wild, he said, I'm timeless. What time you have given to me? So that man had a question answer session. What is question? You question, he will answer. Person asked me, Swamiji, what shall he answer? I said, he is not telling. Your question answer means, why do you say somebody will question, he will answer? What it means is, whatever he answers will be questioned. It's all questionable answers. Useless. So picking up something, think friends. Picking up something. You say, this is the answer. What is the question? That is why you are disappointed even after you find the so-called answer. If a book is your answer, a person is your answer, a faith is your answer, a practice is your answer, a following is your answer, nobody need to question you. You shall be questioning yourself permanently. Because even after finding the so-called answer, still you don't know what to do. When you are the answer, you see yourself who you are, thereafter, everything is beautiful, nothing is questioned. Creation, wow, what amazing, marvelous universe. That wonderment, that word was killing me this morning. So fantastic, that wonderment. Look at the flowers, just look at this flower. If you have got a really sensitive mind, what dimensions, whoa. Nagalingam flower, these flowers, the colors, the shade, the fragrance, whoa, out of the world. And how many little things like a brush, like a serpent, and there is a linga here, right in the center. What a flower. This lily, giant lily, whoa. Just because that, you see another flower has come, marigold. It's a peculiar, and I picked up, I went to Mr. Petaji's, there is, he had, in some place he has got, I went to, that, you will see that, marigold, almost 1,000 petals. And sides are nice color, totally brown. Center, hundreds of petals. And the tree will be living for so many years, it will pack up with flowers, you'll see. One tree can pack up with hundreds of flowers. I'm just talking, these are all ordinary things. Go to a forest, exotic animals, exotic flowers, exotic sights, sunrise, sunset, ocean. How many things are there for the wonderment of the individual? But one single thought in your head blocks the entire universe. Just one thought blocks the whole universe. I am poor. Why this happened? One thought, you cease to listen the entire creation. If the truth is, achakshu pashyati, no eyes but sees everything, the ignorance is, with chakshu, eyes you are blind. Why? Eyes are there, but thoughts are, you are so obsessed with thoughts, eyes don't register anything. With eyes you are blind, just the opposite. With the ears you are deaf. Listening to your thought, obsessed with your thought, so the sounds of the world doesn't reach you. With your tongue, tongue-tied, no taste. We are eating something, is going on, but thought is somewhere else. Oh, Swami, it's not like that. I am a very conscious person. Experiment, friends, experiment. Please experiment. I am telling you because I do it, I have done it. Put up the music that you like. Ask yourself at the end of the music, did you listen to every word, every tune until the end? See, then you shall know whether you are being with yourself. The music will start, first line, then you are gone in your thought, comes to an end. Yes, true. Chanting is over. Yes. Mechanical actions. 15th chapter Gita, people chant before the chanting, before the food. How many people really grasp the meaning? Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Asrita. Do you understand? I am the fire, digestive fire in everybody. Prana Pana Samayukta Pachamyannam Chaturvijam. I am the one who digests everything in this. Dvavimo Purusho Loke Skirascha Aksharevacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutastha Akshara Uchit. Uttama Purusatu Anyaha Paramatma iti Udarutah. Amazing lines. There are two Purushas in this world. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha. One that is Kshara. Listen, Kshara Purusha. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani, that which is disintegrating. Every being, all your physical body, the physical universe, continuously disintegrating. Akshara Uchyate. The person who doesn't understand Sanskrit, Akshara, Atman consciousness. No, here it is not Akshara, imperishable, not the absolute. Kutastha Akshara Uchyate. Kutastha means, Akshara here means subtle body. Subtle body. In relation to the dying, changing, gross body, it is a relatively changeless, continuously existing. That's why Kutastha. Kutastha means Kute Vanchanayam Tishtati, exist in deception because of the ignorance, subtle body is existing. In a meaning, sir. Uttama Purusha to Anyaha, other than this Kshara Purusha, the gross physical body, and the Akshara Purusha, which is existing because of the deception, ignorance, subtle body, other than these two, what is there you have? Whatever is existing, consciousness. Uttama Purusha tu Anya. Paramatma iti Udaruta. They call it Paramatma, Chetana consciousness. Sarvani Bhutani, Bhapya Sarvani Bhutani Tishtati. Existing in all the beings, it is there. All pervasive. Purushottama. While eating food, you remember this. If you don't know the meaning, what will happen? Right? Finish. Then the focus is on food. Why are they chanting so long? Boredom, unnecessary. So what will happen? So because he is educated, intellectual. Therefore, why are you unnecessary chanting? What will happen? If you don't eat, you will not digest. Huh? Logical. Suppose you don't drink, you don't chant that, food will not be digested. Of course food will be digested. But you don't understand it. Therefore chanting is meaningless. So his questioning is perfect. So you feel shaken by his questioning your belief. That why are you chanting? Because it's a ritual to be chanted. If it's a ritual to be chanted, your ritual is questioned. If it's an understanding, before you get into your food where there is a possibility of losing yourself in eating that food. Therefore make yourself aware. I am the fire in this body. Brahmarpanam, Brahmavihi, all that is offered. See that mantra? Brahmarpanam, whatever is offered is Brahman. The ghee is Brahman. Brahmagnu, in the fire of Brahman, Brahmanahutam, the one who is offering is the Brahman. The offerer is the Brahman. Offering into the fire of Brahman, everything is Brahma consciousness. Because Brahma karma samadhina, one who is Brahmaiva karma tasmineva samadhi. One who is always in samadhistha, being with himself. Whatever eating is samadhi. Who shall understand that? Shears inside, samadhi. The flower is that is smelt, the smelling, experiencing, samadhi. What the onlooker will say? Enjoying the flower. Take away his flower. Take the flower. Samadhi take. You want to take my flower? Take. Take my flower. It's not mine. I didn't create it. Did I create the fragrance? There, I smelled it. Not there. Give it. Samadhi. Nobody threatens you. As you are eating, your plate is taken away. So what? Let it take place. Take away my samadhi. Being myself. The body can collapse. Perish. I am imperishable. Nainam chindanti sastrani nainam dahati pavaka. Na chainam kledayanti apana sosayati maruta. The words, the swords cannot cut it down, fire cannot burn it, water cannot drown it, air cannot blow it up. Achedyo yam akhedyo, asosya adaya, achedya, cannot be burnt. Nitya, eternal, sarvagata, all pervasive, immobile, sanatana, eternally fresh. Myself, chant. So when you see this, understand. That is the answer. You are the answer. Why? You are the question. Because you are the question, you become the answer. If the question is about you, the answer also is about you. If the question is about creation, the answer is about the creation. So asking a question about the creation, how do you answer the question about yourself? What type of examination is that? And what type of expectation is that? So you can be PhD, ABCDE, anything, yet you still don't know yourself because you have got answers for many things. That's good. You can cure a disease, but the ignorance never goes. That disease. How people can delude themselves, think friends. Same way, just because I find the answer for myself, therefore don't say, I don't believe in the modern drugs. Stop it. The drugs, the systems, communications, life-saving medicines, everything has a place. Why? Because there are answers to different levels of questions. So you see for yourself as to who you are. Judgment stops. The teaching drops, teacher drops, because you drop out, recognizing yourself, who you are. Somebody asked another person, who in your judgment is the greatest sinner? Very nice, somebody writes it. Who in your judgment is the greatest sinner? The person says, one who says others are sinners is the greatest sinner. That's our judgment. Like Mahabharata, it has been told. Arjuna, Duryodhana was asked, find out a good man in this whole Hastinapura. He comes back, goes round, 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 comes back. Everybody is a rascal here. Yudhishthira was sent, find out a good man and come. Here, what is this? Everybody is good. In this world, everybody is good. Tulsidas or some, in Hindi there is a बुरा जो देखे न मैं चला बुरा न मिलिया कोई बुरा जो देखे न मैं चला मुझसे बुरा न कोई. I wanted to find out somebody bura, meaning somebody bad. Bura na milya koi. I did not find somebody who is bad. Bura jo dekhe na main chala. The idea that I went looking for a bad fellow, makes me only bad. The wise person, same thing like that. Person is happy. What is it? Everybody is happy. Everybody is wise. Everybody can be wise. Why? Because wisdom is your destiny, your nature. That's you. Everybody is that. We should not be shouting it out in class. Are you getting that point? The whole universe, the whole world, everybody must see it for himself. In every classroom, in every house, in every family, in every, call it temple, this, that, every place is one thing, sir. Everybody must understand himself. Know yourself, everybody. And knowing yourself is not a religion. Being yourself is not a practice. Thinking about yourself is not a load, not a burden. Thinking about, other things, at the end of it, if you discover something, it may be good for some people, not for all people. But when you think of yourself and see it yourself, whoever does it, good for himself and everybody. Why? You drop out of the race. I am a happy person. I am no more competing with you. You understand? I no more compete with you. Hey, look, here is this flower is there. I am a happy person. I am happy with myself. I say, oh, it's beautiful flower, enjoy. Another person, can I take it? Yeah, take it. I'll compete with you if you are snatching my happiness. You are snatching an object. You are not snatching my happiness. That is why you can't get angry. Oh, he took away mango. He didn't take away the infinity. Oh, he plucked the vegetables. It's all right. Nobody should, but if somebody did, you are not surprised. Why? That possibility is there. When the flower is there, it may be there. What are the possibilities? Think. When there is a flower in the garden, what are the possibilities? It can be there on the tree, 1 day, 2 days, fade, drop out, one possibility. Number 2 possibilities, when devotee comes, he plucks it, gives it to God. Or a visitor comes, he forgot to bring something for the person whom he is visiting, and gives it from his garden, plucks it and gives it to him. Samajhi? Flower. Oh, I see. Thank you. Or a child comes, plucks it up. Why? Because very nice color. Take that. How many possibilities are there? Huh? Right? Can somebody pluck your happiness away? Can somebody pluck your happiness away? If somebody is plucking your happiness away, somebody is pecking at your happiness, what does it mean? Your happiness is now confined to a flower, or one money bag, or a position, or a relationship, something somewhere. That is why you feel pecked. Just like a man identifies this car. The car is hot, there is a dent on his heart. The house is thrown a stone, he feels the stone hitting him. Your image is hit, you are hit. You understand? Oh, you understand? Somebody is trying to make me black. If you are pure white, let them make any number of black. The space does not, any color doesn't stick to the space. If individuality is not there, colors will not stick. Don't worry. That is what it is. Such a person, na khidhyati, never ever gets disappointed in life. Such a person, yastu, how does he enjoy this world? Yastu bhogeshu bhukteshu na bhavati adhivasita. Language, I tell you, this book you can really carry on your head, in your head, be that. It's amazing. You know what he said? Yastu yaha, that person who bhogeshu bhukteshu adhivasita na bhavati. He enjoys the sense object. Bhogeshu, the pleasures, experiences, objects he experiences. Not when you say bhoga, don't think bhoga means, usually people say bhoga means what? Eating good food, seeing something nice, enjoying pleasures, the bhoga. Here bhoga is all inclusive. Not only bhoga is eating good food, but also biting a chili if that is the only thing available. Bhoga does not mean putting an air conditioning, but air conditioning fail and heat comes in, that also is a bhoga. Bhoga is not just, what is that, heater in the room, but it fails, cold is there, that also is bhoga. Meaning every experience in life. You experience everything in life, the sunrise, sunset, dawn, dusk, morning, evening, day, night, childhood, youth, old age, people, animal, things, thoughts, emotions of million kinds, everything you experience, yet untouched by the experiences. Bhogehina basita, na adhivasita, bhavati na adhivasita. You are not, the residue is not left behind. There is no pleasure hangover or pain hangover. Over. You understand? Like writing the letter in the water. Start writing a letter in the water. As you write, the letter covers. As you experience, listen carefully. As you experience, sensations are disappearing in the ocean of consciousness. The thoughts are disappearing in the ocean of consciousness. Listen, so beautiful. This is how the wise man, the one who knows himself, that's experience. Because everything begins with him. Listen carefully and see this truth. I might have explained to you many times, but see this. You are experiencing this flower. Listen carefully. When you are experiencing the flower, what is the first ingredient? What is the most important ingredient in an experience? The object of experience, the instrument of experience, or the experiencer? Please tell. What is the most important ingredient among the three? Object of experience, instrument of experience, or the experiencer? You can say all the three are equally important. Yes, everybody is equal, but who is more equal among the equals? The experiencer. Are you getting that point? Listen carefully. Because possibility is there, object of experience may disappear. Instrument of experience may be dysfunctional, but the experiencer, just because the sound stops, your ear is deaf, are you dead? So now you think, yes, that's right, experiencer, I'm important. Now, that experiencer, the I, who is experiencing everything, is a mind level, okay? Experiencing everything is experienced by, you are conscious of the I who is experiencing. Consciousness. It is an object of experience, the flower. Okay? The world is there. Difference. The world is there. Flower represents the whole world. The flower is there. World is there. Suppose you as a person is not there. Can it be experienced? You are not yet born. See it clearly now. Okay? There is no postponement to wisdom. You talk about Taj Mahal, then later on you have to go to Taj Mahal to see it. It's not that first you talk about the truth, the absolute yourself consciousness, then you should go somewhere to Himalayan top or some cave somewhere to see yourself. Here. The same spot where you listen to it, the same spot you are there. What do you think about it? So clear, but the person doesn't recognize it. Like a person, one day, the two people, they were going they went for hunting. And they had the hunting dogs with them. Okay? They went for hunting, so they are hunting dogs with them also. So then what happens is, as they went there, so one fellow shoots, and then the duck dies, duck falls. Then one dog walks over the water. Slowly. The dog walks over the water, walks, not swims, is walking over the water, picks up the duck and goes back. Then the two fellows over there, one of them said, "Hey, did you see that? Did you see that?" He said, "What? Did you see that dog?" "Yes, that stupid fool doesn't know swimming." This is missing the obvious. He walks over the water. No, he doesn't know swimming because he had dog swims. Dog walks over the water. Who doesn't know swimming? Think, beauty. This is the world. Suppose you are not there. You are not there. When you say you are not there, listen carefully. You are not there. Your body is still not born. Will it be experienced? What is the experience now? For the experience to take place, your body must be born. Right? Right or wrong? It's so difficult to understand. Body must be born. Suppose the body is born. Still born. Body is born. Can it experience? The baby is born, but still born. Even if you put upside down a pea, it still doesn't cut. That fellow, you put it in front of the flower. Will it experience? That is another thing like a flower. Another material object. So that should be mindful. There should be mind. The subtle body must be there. And mind must be there. So the whole thing is another. The fellow must be alive. The mind must be there. The eyes must be there. Oh yes. Mind, that is the thing. Listen friends. As an adult you look at your experience. Your eyes are open, but you don't see the object. Why? Because you are busy with your thoughts, isn't it? You are lost in the level of your thought. So thought must be behind the object. But suppose forgetfulness, unconscious. Unconscious is not unconscious like a coma stage, no. Just you are lost in your thought. Mind is there. Body is open. Mind is, eyes are open. Object is there. Experience doesn't take place because you are not conscious. So the object must be there. The body must be there. In that body, the eyes must be open. And in that, this walnut must also work. The mind must be there. In that mind, consciousness, how do I picture? How do I put a picture of that? You must be conscious. So, the flower by itself cannot be experienced. Body by itself cannot be experienced. Thought by itself is impossible. Consciousness must be. So, for any experience, what is the most important ingredient? Firstly, So you are, listen carefully, continuously experiencing. That is why Atma, yourself, Anubhava Swarupa. You are continuously experiencing that you are the experience itself. But experiencing the flower, that stops. Listen carefully. Now we will go to that. Please see. See it here, okay? Have fun. Don't understand, please help me, okay? Do you see this flower? Yes. Do you see this flower? So seeing continues. You are seeing the flower. You are seeing the flower. I remove the flower. Are you still seeing or not seeing? Seeing. Are you getting that? Seeing does not stop because the flower goes away. Seeing is continuous. Seeing is continuous. But flower, not continuous. Flower is there, flower is not there. Seeing is continuous. Now what people say? Seeing is an experience, experiencing. Okay? Seeing is experiencing, not true. Seeing is an experience, but how do we see? So are you seeing? Are you experiencing the seeing? Are you experiencing seeing this flower? Yes. Now the flower is gone. Are you experiencing the seeing? Yes. Now close your eyes. Are you experiencing not seeing? Yes. Yes. When your eyes are closed, you are no more experiencing the seeing, but you are experiencing not seeing. So experiencing has not stopped. Okay? Experiencing the seeing. Close your eye. Experiencing not seeing. So what is now experiencing means what then? Seeing is experiencing? Because you are experiencing without seeing. Okay, so experiencing. Oh, I'm experiencing my mind, my thought. So you are experiencing the thought. Now the thought is gone. Are you still experiencing or not experiencing? Now the I thought says, yes, yes, I'm experiencing. Are you experiencing the I thought telling I'm experiencing? Do you or not? Are you not experiencing the thoughts and the I thought telling I am seeing? Are you experiencing or not experiencing? Yes. So the I thought is gone. Are you still experiencing the thought? That is thought. Anubhava can never ever be lost because the flower disappears, experiencing continues. Sound disappears, touch disappears, experiencing continues. Eyes closed, ears closed, experiencing continues. Thoughts are experiencing there, thoughts not there, experiencing continues. Thoughts I thought there, experiencing continues. No there. That's not. So where shall you go for the experience of the Brahman? Which place? What time? What conditions are needed? For perception of the flower, conditions are needed. Season must be there, flower. Your eyes must be open. Your eyes must have no cataract. The mind must be behind. The consciousness must be there. Forget this flower now. For eyes to see, conditions are required. Eyes must be in a good shape, no cataract, no vakratvam, all that stuff. Conditions are required. Mind must be behind. For thought to be there, condition is required. For thought to be there, conditions required. What? There must be perceptions. Without perception, there can be not be thought. Remember where I was fishing in my childhood in my village? Remember? You can challenge me too. Okay. You are smart. All right, you tell me where I was going to, which school, which classroom. You remember? I cannot remember. You see? Conditions apply. For objects of experience to be, for the sensation to take place, for the thoughts to be, conditions apply. For you to be conscious, consciousness, the experience itself, anubhava swarupa. What conditions apply? No, the body must be alive. Of course, if the body is dead, you don't have any trouble of being conscious or unconscious. Don't worry. Don't be smart and give me answers. For the consciousness to be so, body must be alive. Oh, really? If the body is not there, does it matter if you are conscious or unconscious? Mortal or immortal? God is there or not there? Truth is there or not there? Somebody frowned or didn't frown? Left you an inheritance, did not leave you an inheritance? Your children gave you food or did not give you food? None of these things exist. Unconditional, unconditioned existence. Self-awareness yourself. Tasma na adhivasita bhavati. Nothing colors the space. No objects, no sensations, no thoughts can ever color the consciousness that you are. Wow. Adhivasita. Such a person. So bhogesu, even while experiencing everything, uncontaminated, unconditioned, untouched, unaffected, untarnished, unblemished. Therefore unblemished. Always remains as it is. Bhogeshu bhukteshu, even while enjoying. Suppose abhukteshu, there is nothing to experience. It is the experience itself. But he is not experiencing an object or a thought. Abhukteshu, suppose there is nothing to be conscious of, nothing to perceive. Nirakankshi, there is no akanksha, no desire, no thirst, no cravings that I must have it. Enjoying untouched. When nothing is there, Nirakangsha. There is no akanksha, no thirst, no anxiety, no missing. No. What a life. Just an emperor walks the earth. Lavate Samrajyam, owns the empire of this universe. Only one fellow? No, that is the beauty of this understanding, this knowledge. In this empire of this universe, everybody is an emperor. Empire undivided. It's not a divided creation. Everybody gets full. God is not only in the whole creation, in the dust, yes. The same water is like oceanic, so huge, also in a drop. Avuktesh nirakankshi. ASHTAVAKRA says, He Janaka, Tadrusho Bhavadurlava. Such type of person, rare in this samsara. Amazing. Just close your eyes. Understand, friends? Such a person is rare. The truth is not rare. Truth is everywhere, in and through everything. But to see the manifestation of that wisdom, where living somebody is not alive, experiencing somebody doesn't experience, seeing that somebody doesn't see, living is not somebody alive, dying somebody doesn't die. untouched by the sensation of every kind, unaffected by changes of all kinds, yet remains like the space cannot be painted. Nothing touches the self-awareness. So that is the, open your eyes, see that whatever, that is how a person lives the life. Ask yourself. In every experience, you are the primeval, the primordial, the prime, the first ingredient. And your being there is absolutely unconditional. No conditions apply. No conditions apply. That is why to be with such a person also no conditions apply. Will that person be afraid? Oh, that fellow is a drug addict, come to me. Hey, let him be addicted to anybody. Once he gets addicted to himself, drug is a stupid addict. Example he has given you. What is that boy? The elephant. The elephant, Shallika Pallava Pritam. When he is Shallaki Pallava Pritam, when he is enjoying the luscious leaves of the best palm in the forest, that elephant doesn't look at the neem leaf. And the person is happy, glorious with himself. Is he going to crave for something? On the way, yes. Not there, yes. Bhogesu, bhuktesu, anadivasda. While even enjoying, experiencing, doesn't get affected. What to talk of? Well, suppose not there, nirakankshi. Abhukteshu, nirakankshi. If it is not there, it doesn't crave. Who do you punish? If you see, I am enjoying this flower without this, then if you take it away. When you are taking it away, if my hand also goes with it, you enjoy. I denied the pleasure to him. Fellow was craving for it. How do you see the pathetic picture? Please, please. The other person, no, no, please. That is the power and this is the slavery, dependence. The drug addict craving for drugs. Power addict craving for power. Importance addict craving for importance. Helpless state, please, no. For the wise man, I am taking it away. He doesn't have to say take it. Why should I say take it? You take it, take it. What is there for me to say take it? For what? He is like telling body is going. So should he give permission? Die? Does the body, do you understand? Does your body need your permission to be disintegrated? So what is the question of let the body die? Who are you? Redundant permission. Little satisfaction that I am letting my body die. Oh, I see. Who are you? When the body came, that did not need your permission to come. You are not there. And you are there as pure experience, absolute. So that helpless picture, have you not seen? Oh, I am so thirsty, please give some water. Pathetic picture, no? I want little love, please. I want little attention, please. And the other person throws a little love, little affection, little object. Considers himself very powerful. Doesn't understand. As much this person is craving for little love or attention, that person also craving for being craved for. Suppose you stop asking for him, he shall suddenly feel nobody wants anything from him. You understand? Why everybody feels unnerved by the presence of a wise man? Because when you give somebody something, you have a sense of power. And this person receives without giving you any sense of being you are wonderful. Because he gives, doesn't give, so what? Think. Abhukteshu nirakankshi. Not there, there is no craving. Such a person, tadrusho, such people, bhavadurlava, dukkhena labhya, meaning very rare to come across in this creation, in this samsara. So, now you are in search of the rare specimen, right? If you search for one, you will not get one. Be one. But how do I be if I don't get somebody? Yes, that is why keep your mind open. See, go everywhere. Drink water in million gourds. And see whether the water quenches your thirst. And somewhere you reach, he says, your thirst is not there. I am not your water. You have no thirst. You are not thirsty. You are always fulfilled. Because if he becomes your water for quenching your thirst for security, he shall be your greatest insecurity. That is why Upanishadi gurus, those who understand the reality, they don't become somebody's security, protection. But the person who is ignorant, instead of finding security in himself, he wants security in the object. So if the guru or the person no more provides the security, now he hits it out the security also. What can you hit out? Listen carefully. I will turn the books. You can. Nothing will happen. Cannot touch the wisdom. Understand? So go. Absolutely open-minded. Look for it. Because you don't need my permission or anybody's permission. That is the urge of the universe in you. Urge of the infinity in you. Because you are infinity, you cannot remain satisfied with anything less than that. Either immortality or nothing. Either infinity or nothing. Absolute happiness or nothing. That type. Why people crave for little sensation? Because at that moment, the craving stops. Object stops. Drops out. So in the moment of happiness, you are with yourself. Unconditional. That is why nothing, you don't lose anything. That is why no more craving, no more begging to this universe. Sometimes you are a beggar, sometimes you are a giver also, a beggarly giver. Sometimes you give. When you are giving, it's a beggarly giving. Because the beggar receives 1 rupee from you. You receive little satisfaction from him. So you are a beggarly giver. In your giving, there is a receiving. Little satisfaction. Swamiji, our life, we help as much as possible. So, you understand? So humble. So, self-effacing. We are just simple people. We do little things for others' happiness. Others say, you are not giving us happiness. Your world will collapse. I just did my duty. The son says, what duty you did? Nothing. Yes, had you not done it, you would have been miserable. That is why you did it. Your world collapses. Ayyo. I gave everything to him and he says now, I did it for my sake. Better be honest. Your happiness is independent and you do not create dependence in life. You don't depend on anything, nor shall you create any dependence. You don't invoke that slavery in anybody. Equals, masters and not slaves. When somebody enjoys being the slave of a master, he will not allow the master to be master, because he will force the master to recognize his tremendous slavery, his commitment, his dedication to what? Not to the truth, but to be little more important. Think. Why do you go to temple and when your prayer is not answered, you drop the God like a hot cake and go to another God? For what? Why? Between gods there is communication, no? Shiva is Vishnu, Vishnu is Hari, Hari is Mother is Ganesha, Ganpati. They are all communication. It's not that this God didn't give, that God will give. But why do you drop a particular form? Because he is no more needed for me. So your God also must fulfill your conditions. Right? Your God must fulfill your expectations. So when you come to learning, the teachers must fulfill my expectations. And what is your expectations? Expectations of the ignorant. Ideas that are picked up and solidified ever without being questioned. Think, friends. Think. No conditions apply. A person is unconditionally happy with himself. He shall not put conditions on people. If you are only a good man, come here. You don't drink, come here. Don't smoke, come here. You are never been friendly with anybody, come here. If you have eaten sweet, don't come here. You are garlic, don't come here. You have been vegetarian, only come here. Non-vegetarian, don't come here. Hey, you come. Why? Because who comes has left this past behind. Who is coming? Who is coming? When you say you are coming, who is this you? Not your body. Your body is not taught, nor your practices, your memories, your thoughts, your conditionings. I am interested in you, who you are, not what you have, what you had, what you shall have. Nothing to do with it. I was a very bad boy. Don't worry. I am not interested in your past. I will tell you who you are. I am a very holy person. Drop that and come here. We want to help you to be yourself, who you are. I don't know any puja, any worship. Forget it. You cannot know everything in life, can you? Everybody should know engineering, medicine, law, chartered accountancy, social studies, swimming, dining, driving, jumping. Then only you shall be a student. Is there such conditions? How many knowledges, if I can say, how many forms of knowledge you should have to be a student of the truth of yourself? How many identities you should have to have a conflict? Come on, ask yourself a question. How many identities you must have to have a conflict? One is enough. And that one is what? I. Who is this I who is identifying with so many things? So don't worry about it, what all series of identities you had. Are you getting that point? Don't worry. We pick that I. Others are manifestations, lakshanas. It's like a disease. You do not cure the symptoms. You cure the disease. Your identification with every other identities are the symptoms of a disease called ignorance, where you are stuck with the I. Know this I, who you are. Suddenly, the roles are beautiful. When the driver is no more drunk, the car has got gentle speed, as it should go. When the driver is drunk, top speed, low speed, curbed speed. What can the car do? Poor car. The driver is drunk. What can the poor role do? The father's role, mother's role, brother's role, seer's role, hearer's role. Any role you play in life, what the role can do, you are drunk, therefore everything drives you crazy. And with your drunkenness, you think all others are driving crazy. It is like the Sardar. He was traveling one day in a highway, and the cars are coming, so many cars are coming. So naturally, in America, so the helicopter now is, they're guarding that, traffic, they see the traffic through helicopter, they're looking at it, so they're focusing on him, so it's being televised. So his wife sees that in television and phones up, "Hello, kya ho raha hai? What is going on? What is going on? You are on the television." He said, "Well, what happened?" He said, "Yes, there are so many people are coming on the wrong side." He is on the wrong side, thousands of cars are coming. He says, so many people are on the wrong side because he cannot be wrong. That is the ignorance. The ignorant man can never accept his mistake. The wise man says, "How many mistakes you want me to accept? In your perception, what is a mistake? It's not a mistake. But in your perception, what is great is not a greatness either." Think. Be the self, absolute. Then live your life. Living with everybody, speaking their language. Yes. But inside, the sense of wonderment never stops, because you are the wonderment itself. What a dimension. But you are never surprised in a sense of being disappointed in life, because all possibilities are there. Somebody was so poor until yesterday. Oh my God, I see him now. Oh, big house, big car. Yes. Don't be disappointed, because you couldn't make it and he has made it. Oh, I'm disappointed. That person was so rich, now he's so poor. Happily disappointed, of course. When he was so rich, I couldn't talk to him. Now that he's down the drain, I can sympathize. Crooks. Your love so great to see somebody down, isn't it? Being muddied. In a drama, they say the principle. Why comedy makes you laugh? Because you feel superior. The person goes, the slapstick joke, the person goes and there is a banana peel. The fellow walks there, he falls. Why do you laugh? I'm not stupid to do that. That is the idea. I'm not that stupid to do that. Why can't you see this? And when he falls, it happens. So blind. What is that infinity which cannot accept finite? What is that limitlessness which cannot accept limitations? What is that flawlessness which cannot accept a flaw? If it is there, limitations means flaw, different interpretations. That is why, as I told you, judges, judgments, constitutions, yes, we need that for some type of regular living. But at one time, it falls short. They can pass a judgment on a road, not on the self, the absolute. They cannot. So, nirakanksi. So, while experiencing, untouched, uncolored, unaffected. Not there, doesn't it? Such people. Read the next verse. That's the jewel. A jewel again. Next week, what date? Our time is there. We'll see next week, okay? So now time is off. Next week we shall see that verse. I don't know. Just read it. Bubukshuriya sansare mumukshurapi drishyate bhogamoksha nirakankshi viralohi mahashaya bubukshuriya sansare mumukshurapi drishyate bhoga moksha nirakankshi viralohi mahashaya. Beautifully, ASHTAVAKRA says, hey Janaka, we do see in this world, bubukshu, bhoktumichu, people striving, struggling, running, rushing, engaging themselves in search of pleasure. Bhoga, bhoga icha. Bhoktum icha, bubuksha. Desirous of pleasures. We shall see next class. We see that people in the world. We also see mumukshurapi durshanti. Also many people muktum ichu. Mukti icha. Muktum icha. Desire to be free. Don't want anything. Some are running towards sense pleasure. Somebody running towards it. We see that in the world. Hey Janaka, such a Mahasaya, such a person is a Birala, very, very rare, who Bhoga Moksha Nirakankshi, neither interested in Bhoga nor interested in Moksha. Neither he wants to go nor he wants to run away. Rendu, both are same. If it is there, excellent. Not there, fantastic. Are you getting that? Ask yourself, do you have a list? You see next class, close yourself. If you have a list of things to go for or to run away from, I don't have to say who you are. When you are seeing yourself who you are, this list doesn't exist. There is no such thing with which you cannot be with. Because you have no choices in the world. Your body can grow old. Possessions can be disappearing. Even if you don't want, certain things may come in your life. But you don't have a sense of enjoyment or denial. Indulgence or renunciation. You are just being yourself.